Hello and welcome to AB Times TV. I'm Sally Turner, joined here with our reporter Christopher Harress to discuss military personnel who are losing their jobs while they are deployed. Chris, there are laws in place to protect our war veterans, so why is the government failing to protect their jobs?
There's a number of reasons, one of them being the Department of Labour, who investigate every claim that comes in when a member of the Reserve and Guard loses his job. They simply don't have enough staff, they don't have enough money to investigate every claim. For example, in California there's hundreds of cases every year and they only have 2 investigators, and they say the average case takes 56 days to come to conclusion. So you can work the maths out yourself. There's just not enough time to give each case the amount of attention that it needs. So that's one of the reasons why they can't enforce the law properly. And of course, on top of that, you've got things like the sequester, which didn't help either. Mm-hmm. That takes vital funds away. So really enforcing the law that's there is proving to be very difficult. But not only that, this is an independent investigation. They don't favour one side or the other. So if you've just lost your job, you don't need an independent investigation. You need a lawyer who's going to fight your corner for you. But who can afford that when you're in the Reserve and the Guard? You might be a part-time lorry driver who went out to Iraq for a year. You can't afford a lawyer to fight your case, so you just give up.
In your article, you kind of profile several veterans who have had kind of this struggle to regain their life and their job. What was their experience as a whole?
Well, they've all experienced. I mean, the people that there are a lot of people that approached the Department of Labour and got the right answer. Right, they got what they wanted. They got justice, and they got access to justice, which is the most important thing. But it's only a handful of people every year. So in my article, I've really got a list of people that didn't get what they wanted, and that was sort of done on purpose because I wanted to highlight the exact problem. One person, for example, Nicole Mitchell, who's famous all across America, is one of the main presenters of the Weather Channel. She was a hurricane hunter, and she used to go off and fly through hurricanes, send the data back to the Hurricane Center in Miami, and that would then go out into the public, and that would save lives. She had a different experience. She chose not to go with the Department of Labour because she heard bad things about them and hired a lawyer, a private lawyer. So for her it was a bit different, but she had the means to get a lawyer, and that's one of the most important aspects of it, is access to justice.
Because of the nature of the military, do you think employers are hesitant initially to even hire someone that serves?
Of course. I mean, the statistics show that every year I think it's about 40% come back with some sort of mental problem or a physical issue, and I think employers are reluctant to take someone into their employment who might have a problem with their mental state. But then on the other hand, the Reserve and Guard, who the story is mostly about, they could be called away at a moment's notice, and there's been studies that have been done to show that employers are really aware of that, and they actually, while they won't say it, they might not employ you if you put down "I'm in the Reserve and Guard" on my CV. They'll see that and they'll say, we could lose you for up to a year, and we still have to pay you, still have to give you benefits, still have to consider you for promotion even though you're not there. And don't get me wrong, while it's really sad for all the service people involved, it's a real burden for employers as well. This is a difficult system to try and navigate, so I do sympathise with all of them.
After all your research and what you've done, do you see a solution?
There is a solution going through the House and the Senate right now, a new bill that was introduced to stop discrimination against hiring veterans and current military personnel, being the Reserve and Guard. I don't know, lots of bills have gone through before, and usually they expire with the time. I think they have a year, and usually they expire and nothing really gets done. I don't really know a solution. It's a really difficult law to navigate. It's going to be difficult to bring in new laws to help support the existing ones, because when it comes to discrimination, it's very easy to, it's difficult to sack someone, but it's really easy not to hire somebody from their background.
Right. Well, thank you for your insight, Chris.
Thanks.